Five Nights at Freddy's is a classic in the indie horror scene and is a source of inspiration to a lot of hobbyist game developers, myself included. With the Five Nights at Freddy's movie coming out soon, I decided to pay tribute and try my hand at making a sit-and-survive horror game in the style of the classics. Now, horror isn't exactly my strong suit. Last time I attempted one was in 2021 with a 2D platformer. While it had some good atmosphere and animation, it wasn't a horror game much more than that. Part of the reason I haven't tried again is I think horror really thrives as a 3D genre. In the past, I've tried 3D, but my laptop really couldn't handle it. Oh, come on, she's smoking again. Well, I've gotten a much better computer that hasn't been giving me issues like my laptop.
Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious.
I still haven't learned 3D modeling at all. Thankfully, the original FNAF games weren't 3D, but were just a series of still images with some clever filters and warping applied. Unfortunately, my 2D isn't anywhere near good enough to do this either. So, I'm gonna revisit an old friend, AI-generated art. Way back in the beginning of the year, my friend Jared and I used it to recreate Super Mario Bros. We got some straight nightmare fuel last time. I gave him a blue hat, and what would you call these?
Those are his ears, man.
The comments keep telling me that AI is massively improved, so let's put it to the test and see if we can pull this off. That's right, I'm working with my friend Paul on this one. We wanted to be original with our premise, so we started with the question of what's the opposite of a pizzeria? An Arizip isn't a thing, unfortunately, so we'll have to try harder. Well, a pizzeria is a landlocked building that entertains and serves food, so the opposite should be a mobile structure on the water that starves you and makes you bored. Paul and I talked about doing a research ship, maybe some sort of Carnival cruise ship, before we settled on a cargo ship. That still left a question. Why is the place haunted? What's the story behind it? Well, FNAF is notorious for its complex and intricate lore. As a guy who's trying to link all of his games together, maybe I should take some cues from this franchise. I mean, it can't be that convoluted, right?
Hello? Ian? Are you home? Is that you in the shower? Hey man, I haven't heard from you in weeks. Everybody's starting to worry. Are you alright?
Why is Gregory a robot? Remnant I get. Agony I get. What is fast goo? Why is there a pizzeria under a mall?
Party sauce!
Okay, lessons learned. Less is more. Dead kids in a pizzeria, boats going through the Bermuda Triangle, stop asking questions. Paul and I wanted to name our game Voyage of Despair, but that was already taken, so the name is going to be Expedition of Extinction. It's an alliteration, so it must be cool. Now, on to the real challenge, the art. Previously, I had used a tool called Crayon for a lot of my generation, but we really weren't getting good results this time. This is an interesting one.
That's a nice looking corridor right there.
Unable to enhance the image, so we gave Dall-E a try, but with limited free credits, we got stuck pretty quickly. We learned that the newer version of Photoshop had an AI generator, but ran into the problem of it being extremely slow and very temperamental.
Oh.
It just...
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it didn't extend it.
That's weird.
If we extend this, like, down, it'll work a little bit.
Maybe. Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, it is down!
Oh, what the? Why did it do that? That caught me so off guard. Like, I don't even understand why it generated wider than the frame.
It took us 4 days and 2 full working sessions to finally get our main room together. With 13 areas planned, this was just unacceptable. We did have some limited success by mixing the two AIs. Gonna consider the rest of the image or not? I'm guessing not at this point.
Yeah, I'm skeptical. Let's say that.
Skepticism was wrong.
Wow, and that time it just worked. Check that far right corner.
Just a glitchy barrel. Dude, we're using one AI to remove another AI's watermark. At this point, we basically had 5 options. 1, draw it ourselves. Given our record with art, that was a no-go. 2, keep banging our head against the keyboard hoping the AI will work. 3, learn 3D modeling, which we don't have enough time or desire to do that. 4, spend real money on it. Since this game is going to be completely free, that's not going to work. And that leads me to my last idea, image enhancement. Basically, the Photoshop AI lets me select and replace items, as well as extend existing pictures. If I can find a good reference image, I should be able to get it to work that way. I took a picture of my bedroom, and after messing around for a while, I was able to turn it into a boiler room. The lighting and colors were extremely off, but I think I have the right idea. This was a long shot, but it might work. If only I had a way of getting the lighting right. I already ruled out doing 3D modeling, but what if I could still build it myself? That's when I got it. So yeah, I decided to use Legos to try building out the areas. Oh my gosh, look how dusty this thing is. It's disgusting. I never expected to touch these things again. So I finished building the cafeteria as a test level. I brought them into Photoshop and got the AI to turn them into more realistic images. And it really didn't work. While I was able to keep some of the structure, it came out way different than any of the other images. With image enhancement mostly out of the question, I had to revisit my options. I was still reluctant to use straight image generation, so I tried sketching a hallway in Photoshop then using the AI as a type of texture tool. That resulted in a very flat looking image. One of my friends also pointed out the floor looks like blood instead of rust, so I had to change that. Defeated and unwilling to learn Blender or spend money, Paul and I decided to return to the AI. But this time, I had a trick up my sleeve.
I don't know. I don't know how to improve the prompt. I don't do this enough to know how to sweet talk these AIs.
You know what does know how to sweet talk an AI? An AI.
Another AI. ChatGPT. Help us out, ChatGPT, please.
You're my only hope. With this, I lost any semblance of a coherent ship layout, but I did end up with some rather pretty images. Well, except for the stairs, that turned into a liminal nightmare I'd expect to find in the back rooms. I tried with Lego again, and the AI still didn't save me. It somehow turned out worse than my first test too. Defeated, I changed the staircase to a freight elevator. It doesn't work as well, unfortunately. With all of the rooms done, I decided to work on the monsters. I'm not going to spoil them in this video, well, except for one of them. The alien. Why an alien? Well, many myths around strange occurrences at sea usually involve these types of creatures, or UFOs at the very least. How does this impact the story between the rest of my games? It's the Bermuda Triangle. Stop asking questions. I was able to get a high-resolution render for a jump scare, then just extend him several times to make a full body. From there, I just resized him and hid him around the map. I played around with the colors some too to give the ship a nighttime appearance. The last place I put him was in the main office, and I was stuck between a few different designs for the flashing light effect. I made a YouTube poll about it. The response was overwhelming for more of a silhouette design. The project seemed to be going super smoothly. But then, tragedy struck. After work one evening, I went to continue the game, but found that my computer wasn't turning on. Instead, it just kept turning on and off in what people online labeled as a boot loop. I tried several things to fix it. Dusting the inside, reseating the RAM, applying new thermal paste. And nothing worked. All I knew was that a component was showing a red light, and it probably shouldn't be doing that. With that, I was effectively stuck. Usually, I would finish up the game on my laptop, but I was still trying to finish up the art, so I had not yet set up version control. In other words, the entire project was trapped on my desktop, which wouldn't turn on. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Subscribe for part 2, where I'll hopefully finish this project up and have a working computer again. If you have any ideas or suggestions to improve the game, please let me know in the comment section below. If you want to see another one of my projects, check out this video where I combined a battle royale and a roguelike. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless.